My dick is a dog with a shock collar on lockjaw. So I was sitting here wondering what the fuck I'm doing. And I uploaded these really weird animations yesterday with songs I made. And I'm basically just experimenting with stuff. And I'm just like, what are you doing? Get your shit together, dude. You know how to make good stuff. I know how to make good stuff. People don't people don't understand that. Like, I know how to make good stuff. It's like, well, why don't you? Because I have a problem. I have a problem. I'm very impulsive. I'm very impulsive. I can't I can't just make something and not post it online. Like, if I make it, I'm not just gonna throw it in a folder of, hey, crap or experimental or this or that. I'm just gonna post it. And I don't know. Is that a problem? Is that a problem? It seems like it is a problem for me because I know how to make really high quality stuff. I can make high quality music videos, songs, you know, everything. I've done it before. I know how to do it. I'm not stupid. And it's just like, well, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? And when you start to understand, the process, it's like every little thing is matters, every little detail matters. Like everything you do matters, and it's crazy because I'm just trying to chase that feeling, and I'm just being stupid and laughing at shit because I feel like everybody else is so lame. I feel like people are so lame when they try so hard. And I do feel like I'm trying hard, but I don't know. I don't know that I am really trying that hard because I could do a lot of different stuff if I wanted to, but I don't. So I don't know. I don't know. I have a lot of different techniques, but I'm sitting over here like maybe you just should just be yourself instead of trying to act one way or the other way. And then I'm like, I've already went insane over this shit. I've already thought everything there is. So it's just like, okay, well, just do something and I don't know, try not to make it too bad. But it seems like a lot of time it turns out not the way I wanted it to. It's hard though. It's hard. I don't even know. I'm just venting, I guess. I'm just talking about it, but I'm sure no one will watch this fucking video, dude. No, people usually don't finish my videos. They usually don't. So it sucks that I put in so much effort. It's just like make a different type of video, dude. Make a different type of video. Um, I don't know. I wrote a lot of books this month, and a couple of the books I wrote didn't. I don't know, man. It's weird. I don't want to say they didn't do well, but they were. One of them was really good. The other were kind of wild cards, and that's what I kind of do is kind of wild card entertainment. But I should probably think about what I'm doing a little more. And I'm starting to make some animations now, and I'm starting to be like, dude, just make some high quality animations. Make some good animations, dude. Okay. Cause like I would make like before I was making animations, I could never get anyone to subscribe to me, man. No one would subscribe to me. No one would. And now I have a bunch of subscribers, but I'm losing subscribers because YouTube is retarded, or YouTube just isn't giving me views. They're just not giving me views. Something went wrong, and now my channel is just fucked. So I already made a video about that the other day. But yeah. So the shit that I made yesterday, say all the right things, and what was the other one? Say all the right things, gut grubby. They're kind of experimental songs, but I don't think they really made me feel good. I don't think they made me feel good, and I'm like, it was funny because it just made me feel so weird. Like sometimes you mess around, like this image behind me. I made this in 3D. This is kind of a cool image. It kind of looks like blood or something. I could make it look more like blood, but it just kind of looks the way that it looks. But I could pretty much do anything in 3D software. It just takes a lot of time. And like I could have made shit, if I take my time. Like if I and that's the thing is it's like I wrote this full book, right? I wrote this book this month. I thought it was a good story. There were a lot of things in it. It was kind of violent and kind of a different kind of book, I guess. It's kind of a hard type of story to write, I guess, because you have to connect it in ways that people are gonna see as interesting. But if you write something that's hard, um, people might not people might not read it because it's hard, but people might like who knows who's gonna read it in the future, you know what I mean? That's the thing is you never know what the fuck is gonna happen with the shit you posted online. Cause everything is the way it is now, but everything always changes, so you never really know. The one thing could be popular at one time and then later on maybe not so much. But you know, I don't know. It's just like I wrote this book and it was a hard thing to write, but I wrote it and I got it done and I did it. And I felt like good about myself, and I felt like, man, I did it. I did it. I did this. But it didn't really get rid of too many copies, and then I'm sitting there like, well, shit, like, fuck, dude, like, I don't know. In the future, it's weird because in the future things can change. But the idea. So here's the idea. Here's the idea that people don't really get is you have to make a lot of stuff, and then maybe one thing you make will go viral if you're lucky. That's kind of the way it goes. So you just have to really love what you're doing. But I just don't like to take forever on stuff. But I'm trying to maximize quality now. Like I absolutely am like maximize quality, you know. But I don't know. It's just kind of the style I do and stuff like that. All this shit. And it's like I know that like I have a very strong animation game. You know, some people are stronger at other things. Like me, just improvising in front of the camera is kind of a toss up. You know, I mean, everything is kind of a toss up, really. But if I like work hard on an animation and do all these things, you know, I can make a good piece of art. But you could post it and people would just shit on it or just ignore it or just they don't like it. You know, I don't know. And so like for me rehearsing, like we're rehearsing one line, right? If you're gonna rehearse something a lot, it's got to be good. It's got to be really good. So it's almost like there's no point. But like, how am I supposed to be so chiseled? Like it's almost like there's no point in doing anything unless it's really good and you take a lot of time on it to chisel it and make sure it's good. And I'm over here like, well, just make a different type of video, you know, just make a different type of video. And so I'm like, okay, I can do that. I can make a different type of video because I'm like pun master Seth over here, just trying to pun shit, just trying to pun stuff to the camera. And I don't know. I probably need to get a different feel for what I'm doing. So this is my thought process. I don't know. I just kind of jumped in today and was just like, I'm just gonna talk about some shit. And maybe it is better if I just be regular like this, you know? I don't think there's anything wrong with just being real, you know? But, I don't know. I try to be funny, but it's like my idea of funny sometimes isn't very real. It's kind of it's hard to do that kind of stuff, that like high energy comedy shit and make people laugh because when you act like that, it can make people uncomfortable, but it can also make them laugh because it's crazy and weird and whatever. So I don't know. So like the shit I made yesterday is like this weird like glove, and it's just like singing this song. And when I made it, I just laughed, but I could have made the glove look better. Like I could have made the environment look better. I could have made it look cute. If I took my time, I could have made it look better. And sometimes I just feel like who gives a fuck, but I don't know. If I really focus on something, I can do a good job. It's just a matter of running through one thing after another. Like I've written a lot of books, but only some of them only some of them get rid of copies. Only some of them are really like some stuff is just going to be better than others. So, there's nothing you can really do. As long as you're working though, that's the thing. And I had these I had a couple shows I was gonna do. This was a couple months ago, so I was gonna make more episodes of these shows that I was making, and I was trying to develop them and do different things with them and make them better and stuff, and maybe just slop some shit that sometimes when you slop shit together, it can be fucking hilarious. Like it's kind of a style, you know. So like that stuff last night, I just kind of made some 3D animation, and it was just funny. It was I got a laugh out of it. I laughed at that. I don't know what the fuck it was cuz I just made this shit and I'm like, "Huh. Huh." I'm just sitting here designing this shit. I'm like, "Ugh. Ugh." And it just made me laugh, and but people are all like, "That's bad art. You should be shit on. You're a terrible person." And I'm just like, "I don't give a fuck, dude. Like I can make good art. It just takes time." And a lot of the time, and that's what I'm saying. It's like it takes time to make good art. Like if you go look at some artists online, they might only have like fucking 10 pieces of art or something, or 20. Let's say they have 20 or 30 pieces of art. Let's just say. And that's really not that much, you know? And but I get it. It's just like I play the game my own way. But I guess 3D animation and comedy, you probably got to do something that looks a little bit cute. That's what I was saying before. Like, if you're fucking around with 3D software, it can be kind of easy just to make. It's easy to make weird stuff, and there's a lot of like 3D artists that make like really bizarre, weird, crazy shit. Like, if you just go look at different, there's a lot of them out there, and some of them are like really good, but they make like this horrific stuff. Some of them just like making women, doing women characters and stuff. So I don't know. It's pretty interesting the entire thing, but I can do a lot, but I'm just like fucking around. But I should be serious. I should take it serious, right? But I'm trying to make comedy stuff. So I know this guy's over here like, I'm trying to have a career, asshole. I can't fuck around like that. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Okay, your career, yeah. Your career. I'm developing my personality.